All right, friends, let's go ahead and on the second page, click up here at the top to turn to the next frame, and you should see the cover of our new book. Make sure you are on frame 2 of 6. When I'm looking at the cover, we're going to start reading this new book, The Age of Castles. And castles are fascinating. They're a huge part of our history. They can tell a story of our history. And we're going to read more about how and why they were built way back when, and learn more about knights who were used to protect the castle. So I want you to use this page. Go ahead and make a sticky note with your name on it and tell me, what do you wonder? Before we even start wondering, what's a question that's popping in your head? What do you want to learn more about? What do you wonder about castles? What have you thought about? Real quickly, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just jot down, what do you wonder? And make sure you write your name on it. What do you wonder about castles? Nice. Okay. So as we read, these are going to be kind of the questions that we're looking for. Okay. Where can I find castles? How big is a castle? How many tons is a castle? So weighing it. What are they made for? Or who are they made for? Where do they mostly get spotted at? So where can I find them? And why are they there? So what are they used for? Very good. All right, go ahead and turn to slide 3. So as we look at a nonfiction book, we see a lot about text features. We've been looking at text features a lot over the last couple weeks when we're reading nonfiction. And a text feature can tell us, or a table of contents will tell us exactly what we're going to read about. Okay, what is this book all about? What can I find, or what information can I find in this book? So chapter 1 is the Middle Ages. And I can find that on page what? Savannah?
Two.
Very good. Page 2. Chapter 2 is from wood to stone. So maybe talking about how they were building them. I can find that on page 6. Chapter 3, castles defenses. Page 10. The next section, becoming a knight, is on page 12. Then armor is on page 14. And the end of the medieval times is on page 18. So through all these chapters, we're going to learn all about the age of castles and how they came about. Reese, question?
So when I go to the next page, like I go from like page 2 to page 16.
Okay, go back. You should be on slide 3. And then Savannah, yep, there you go. Is everybody now on there? Are we good now? Everybody at table of contents? Okay. All right. So I want you guys to focus on when you open a book, because we're going to talk about nonfiction and we've been talking about those reasons and examples and finding those reasons and examples in our text. The table of contents is going to help us a lot with how this story is organized and what we're going to learn about in this story. So go ahead and turn to page 4, so slide 4, and it should say the medieval ages. Okay. With your pen, can you circle the bolded word that's on this page? On page 2 and 3, can you circle the bolded word that's on this page? Nice job. Can someone tell me what that word is? Oliver?
Medieval.
Medieval, very good. And on a sticky note, can you tell me why an author would bold a word? Why would an author bold a word? Why would he want medieval to be bolded? Awesome. All these are correct answers. Nice job. It's important. The author wants it to stand out, and so that he knows that we can look it up in the glossary. All 3 of those answers are absolutely correct. We want to know that it's an important word. A lot of times it might be a word that's unknown to us, okay? And we want to make sure that we understand exactly what this word means. And so he's telling us, hey, if you're not sure what this word means, it's important. You need to know what it is. Go look it up in the glossary. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn to page 5. All right, this page has a fact box in it. The fact box is down here. Can anyone tell me what is a fact box used for? Sarah Jo?
I think it's used for like telling what the text is mostly about and how they use it.
Good. So maybe explaining a little bit more. Good. Does someone want to expand on that? Savannah?
Maybe it tells about a word and maybe more of what it means.
Good. So maybe going into a little bit more detail. Anybody else? Reese?
A little fun fact about something in case like it said it but you didn't know what it means.
Good. So like a fun fact or interesting fact or more details, that's what they're talking about in the text. Very good. So a lot of times, so this is talking about the coat of arms, which is mentioned up here in bold. And it also talks about how they use the long cloth garment, okay, as a coat of arms. So it kind of is giving us more details, more interesting facts, a fun fact, or just explaining things in more detail. Very good. And the last page, page 6. So on here, you will see the glossary. Nice job. Okay, so as we get into more research in our nonfiction books, the index is going to be a great tool for us to find exactly the information or the pages we want to go to read more about that certain topic, okay? Very good. Page 2, page 18, page 20. Nice job. Okay, so we are going to start reading tomorrow. Sorry, I lied. On Thursday, we are going to start reading our story a little bit more in our literacy footprints. If you guys want to preview that book before Thursday, you can do it during your daily 3 time as read to self or read to somebody. Okay, it is already assigned to you in your bookshelf on literacy footprints. Okay, any questions for me before I let you go?